Welcome to C# for Crestron Programming. In this tutorial, we will learn the following: how to register an external hardware device, a Cresnet keypad, how to register hardware relays on a 4 series processor. Let's get started by launching Visual Studio 2019 Community Version. Once Visual Studio is started, let us get rid of default class class1.cs, which we do not need. How do we add a Cresnet keypad to our system? We will have a C2N CBF-P Cresnet keypad with a Cresnet ID unsigned hexadecimal value of 30. It can be any other keypad added. This is just an example. In this video tutorial, we will also learn how to register 2 internal relay ports on a CP4 processor. In the future tutorials, we'll be talking more about Cresnet devices, but for this tutorial, we are simplifying the learning process. The keypad can have various button configurations and engraving options. In this case, we have a 6-button engraved keypad. At this point, we are not concerned about the engravings. When we text console to the CP4 processor, type in report Cresnet. We get the result of what Cresnet devices are hooked up to the processor's Cresnet bus. For our example, Cresnet ID 30 is for the C2N CBF-P keypad. Note that you can send the same console command to any 4 series processor and it will work in the same manner. To speed up the process, we assume that we started our project and added the NuGet packages, which we know from the previous tutorials. Under Public Class Control System: Control System, this is the entry point to our program. We will declare our keypad class as private C2N CBFP myKeypad. We could declare with different access modifiers such as public if we wanted to be instantiated with other classes. But for the sake of our tutorial, we're going to declare as private, which means this class variable called myKeypad will be only accessible within this class. Notice that the maximum thread by default is 20. Note, the absolute max is 400. Also, subscribing to controller events defined by default. We will define regions within our program to make it clean, a more methodical way to organize our code. This will allow us to expand or collapse to see that particular portion of code. Let us define a region for our keypad. Next, let us check to see if the control processor supports Cresnet by defining the code if this.supports Cresnet close parenthesis. Let us add comments for this line. Let us register the keypad at Cresnet ID 30. myKeypad equals new C2N CBFP open parentheses 0x30 comma this close parenthesis. In this line, we're instantiating our class variable by creating a new instance. Next, let us have button press or button state change to event handler. Next, let us check if the registration of the keypad is not successful. Then, if not, let us write to error logs with the failure reason with a string text. This will be beneficial for troubleshooting in the future. Last, let us end the region of our keypad registration block. Next, let us register the internal relays on our processor. First, let us check to see if relay is supported by the control system with an if conditional statement. Next, let us register relay 1, but first, let us check to see if relay 1 is not registered. If not registered, give us an error response with a string substitution as in the code, quote, error registering relay. Then let us add any relay state change to control system event handler. This would report the Relay 1 status to Event Handler. Next, let us register Relay 2, but first, let us check to see if Relay 2 is not registered. If not registered, give us an error response with a string substitution as in the code, quote, error registering relay. Then let us add any relay state change to Control System Event Handler. This would report the Relay 2 status to Event Handler. Lastly, let us end our region. In this tutorial, we accomplished the following: how to add a Cresnet keypad to a system, how to assign an unsigned Cresnet ID to the keypad, and of course, register our keypad within our code. We also learned how to register internal Relay 1 and Relay 2 within our code. In the next tutorial, we will combine these two concepts and program a couple of buttons on the keypad and trigger our relays. Thank you for watching.